Hello everybody, I'm Moxie, and I guess this is a vlog. This is the first vlog I've done. It was a vlog I tried to avoid. I really did not want to do this. I would have much rather just done another having a chat video, like my other one, but oh well. I did try and do another having a chat video actually, and that didn't work out very well. My computer wouldn't render it, and the background music was too loud. I couldn't edit that out, and I had a coughing fit, which lasted almost a minute. So I'm gonna give this another go with a vlog instead. So last night the PlayStation 4 was announced, and this is basically my opinions on the PlayStation 4, and I will just go as they did it. So first hour, 45 minutes or so was just the hardware specs and marketing, like what four big words would make it sound attractive, which was simple, elegant, and I wasn't really paying attention for that much, for that part of it anyway. Specs wise, it seems like 500 quid for a high-end computer sort of thing. Is the estimated price. I mean, that's basically all the specs are giving you is a high-end computer, which will very quickly be topped most likely, because I know Nvidia have just announced or released, I can't remember if they've released it yet, the new Titan GPU, which is based on the Titan supercomputer. So if the next gen consoles are just about hitting high-end computers, and then high-end computers are now becoming better, they're still always going to fall behind. But I'm not going to carry on knocking the specs of it. Let's move on to what was next. It was the it was the Geico presentation, I think, with the social aspects of the PlayStation 4, which what did that have to offer? It was so that's going to allow live streaming, which again, computer has already been done, but I think it'll be good at first. It'll be nice to see a different aspect of gaming from a PlayStation rather than from a computer or an Xbox with a dazzle or whatever. But we all know that eventually it's just going to become Call of Duty 360 no-scope headshots and Call of Duty 1v1s and just lots and lots of Call of Duty videos. I mean, it's going to happen. But I do like the idea of, say, if I've just gone and killed a boss in 5 minutes and didn't get hit once on the hardest difficulty, I can hit one little button, jump back 5 minutes, and then share that boss battle with everybody, all my friends and stuff, and let everybody see it. I don't know if that feature is going to allow you to upload to YouTube. I mean, if it does, that would be quite handy, but again, it's just uploading the raw footage. What if, I want to upload a 20-minute video and, want to cut out maybe one part where I died 15 odd times? It doesn't look like there's any way to sort of edit it. You're just uploading the raw footage, which seems sort of to me. Then they also said that you can comment on other people gaming, which it's just like, okay, so yes, I'm doing YouTube, so I expect people, I hope people will comment on my videos and stuff and give me criticism and give me compliments if I do something well, but at least let me edit it up a little bit first and throw it straight out, rather than let me play it and show you where I'm going with something I'm doing. Say, if I'm walking up a hill for no apparent reason, sort of thing, just just let me show you what I'm doing first before commenting, because this live comment system, it just seems like it would wind me up. I mean, it's a brilliant system if your friends are all great to you and all want to give you helpful advice, but most of my friends are dickheads, so I'm not going to get helpful advice from them. I did quite like the idea, the controller share, where if you're stuck on a section, you can pass control of your remote to somebody else, like a friend who's watching. I can tell you how many times I wanted someone to take control of my controller for me on something like Devil May Cry. That when I was playing Devil May Cry 4, that the amount of times I wanted to just pass off the controller to somebody else, or in Lost Odyssey, which is another Square Enix game, which I'll get to later. That was another time I just wanted to pass the controller off to someone who could beat this boss. But, you know, it also seems like a bit of a cop-out, though, because, I mean, it's like, the whole point of a game is for you to beat it, and you to find your ways around beating this boss, or getting through, say, some sort of jumping puzzle, unless you're playing Minecraft and you're me, in which case I'll just spawn in a bunch of blocks and cheat the jumping puzzles. I hate them. But being able to just pass the controller to someone who knows how to do it just seems sort of like just a cheap way out of doing it, rather than working it out for yourself. What else did the Geico presentation? Was it Geico? Pretty sure it was. But anyway, the social presentation. They also said about the ability to connect your PS Vita to it. As we all know, the PS Vita hasn't done brilliantly in its first year or so. I think it's been out for about a year now. Hasn't done brilliantly in sales, so it just seems like they're just marketing the PS Vita during the stream. That's all that presentation seemed to do at first, was market the PS Vita more than the actual PlayStation 4. But then they went on to the game presentations. They showed a lot of exclusives. I mean, I've always played Xbox. I've never really gotten PlayStation 3. PlayStation 2, I loved it. I had a PlayStation 2. But when I got my Xbox, it was... all my friends had Xboxes, I wanted an Xbox. So to me, I've never been interested too much in the PlayStation exclusives. Infamous, I will admit. Infamous was always a game I was interested in, but not enough to go out and buy a PS3 for one game. And Xbox exclusives, there were a lot more Xbox exclusives, I can't say that word, exclusives, that I wanted over the PS3 exclusives. I can't speak today, so it's just been such a bad day for me. But no, they all look like beautiful games, and it's good to see that the PS4 isn't going to lack in graphics, but it's a matter of, at first we'll see all these great exclusive games for the PS4. It's like, just to reel you in, it's like, yeah, we've got Infamous, we've got Killzone, we've got Watchdog, I think it was called. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Watchdog, and Diablo 3, which I'll get to later. But we all know that eventually it's just going to become a string of Call of Duties and FIFAs. And let's face it, you can't really improve too much on FIFA graphics, so why bother? And Call of Duty isn't going to change much. I mean, years from, like, in the next 3 years, it'll probably be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 7 on the PS4, and that's all the streams will be. That's all the nice social features will just be full of Call of Duty. And I mean, I'm not knocking Call of Duty. I thought they were okay games up until Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2. They just brought the whole series down. Not so much the game, but the community. The Call of Duty community seemed to bring it down, but that's a different topic. Going off topic way too much. But yeah, anyway, all these nice new social features in a couple of years' time will just be loaded with Call of Duty videos, Call of Duty screenshots, and everything else. They then went and showed the rendering capabilities of what was it, 150,000, was it 150,000? Yeah, they showed the rendering of the old man's face, and now I do a 3D games graphics course at college, and that face, I that is one of the things I aspire to one day be able to do, and it's nice to see that consoles now, as I'm just starting a career in video games, it's nice to see that already consoles can handle that. I mean, that face, you could see wrinkles perfectly in it, and the emotion in the man's eyes. I thought it was a very lovely picture. Well, rendering, animation, I guess. And then they go and ruin it by doing the PlayStation Creative, which is basically a slap in the face to people doing a course like I'm on, because it seems to try and oversimplify what it is that I'm learning to do. It seems to be able to just say, oh, look, DualShock controller, just use 2 analog sticks and a touchpad and you can build anything you want. But it's not that simple. It takes a lot of practice, and I know it takes a lot of practice. I'm still very not brilliant at it. I'm practicing and I'm getting better, but this seems to just be like, oh, any Tom, Dick and Harry can just pick up a PlayStation controller and create anything. I mean, I know that for the demonstration purposes they probably got some of their best graphics designers to do something with that, but it just looked like, yeah, we're simplifying something which is complicated, and I would like to see what people come up with at first, and I know that it's going to be terrible things and it will be funny to watch, and maybe after a few years of practice some of them might come up with some decent stuff, but it just seems like two DualShock joysticks seems to be able to oversimplify a very complicated process. Well, it's not too complicated, it's just knowing a lot of tricks. And anyway, but then did they exclusive wise, game wise, Drive Club as well, I forgot to mention that. Drive Club, it just 10 years, and I mean, it doesn't look like a brilliant game. I've never been a big fan of driving games, but one which is just going to which is just all about making up challenges. It's like, it seems like they're only giving half a game. It's like, oh, here, you can set up a club of people a club with your friends, all drive cars, and team racing. What is team racing? And then we'll give you a couple of races, we'll give you a couple of maps to race, and then we want you to set challenges for everything. Sort of seems like, why couldn't you set us some challenges? Anyway, then they went and, well, I know I skipped a few things, but they did a couple of pleasant demos, and then they had Capcom come out, which was understandable. Capcom and PlayStation Sony have worked a lot together with Resident Evil and whatnot. Then they had Square Enix come out. I was very happy to see Square Enix come out. I was very, very amazed by Square Enix's demonstration video. That was a beautiful video. And then they had the director of Final Fantasy come out and say, he didn't say much other than look forward to E3 for a new title, which I mean, other than Lost Odyssey, I can't think of anything else Final Fantasy have done. I think they did Dragon Age, Dragon Quest, but I doubt he's going to come out on a PlayStation 4 announcement and go and hint at a Dragon Quest game. So basically, I think he's saying Final Fantasy 15 will be on PlayStation 4. I mean, I hope it's not an exclusive PlayStation 4. I'd like to see it on Xbox, but it may go back to Final Fantasy may go back to being a PlayStation exclusive, just from what I hinted at. And then two companies I was very surprised to see was Blizzard and Bungie. I knew Bungie were working on Project Destiny. I didn't expect them. I didn't know too much about it, but I was very surprised to see that they're announcing it for PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and 360. One thing that did annoy me though, because Project Destiny, it does look like a game I'm very interested in, and I will be following it closely. What annoyed me was when they said there will be exclusive content for PlayStation 4. Already they are saying there's going to be exclusive content for PlayStation. So that sort of means either they're getting paid more from it, or PlayStation isn't going to be as good as the Xbox. I'm just saying it on the basis that if you look at Mass Effect 3, well, they had these double experience weekends and challenge weekends. Xbox and PC got them a lot. PlayStation didn't. I don't know why, but PlayStation didn't. Skyrim had PC and Xbox got lots of DLC for it. Skyrim got it PlayStation 3 got it a lot later. It just seems like the PlayStation always seems to lack with content, with most content, and so they get given exclusive content to make up for it. And then Blizzard came out with Diablo 3 saying that it's going... I mean, let's face it, when Blizzard came out and said, oh, we're redoing one of our games for console, we all knew it was going to be Diablo 3. I don't see World of Warcraft or StarCraft being a console game anytime soon. But it was nice to see that. I mean, I've never really played Diablo 3. I'd like to, and I guess it being on a PlayStation, if I get the PlayStation, I can now try it, but again, I'll probably just get it for my computer. Otherwise, I don't know what else there is to say other than, I mean, I don't want this to be like I'm attacking PlayStation in any way. I have tried to weigh up my arguments, good and bad, but I'm mostly just happy to see that already we are reaching a very high level of graphics and game quality, and I'm happy it's in my lifetime, and I'm happy it's at the beginning of my gaming career, and I hope to I'm looking forward to the next 5 years in the games industry, as I'm expecting big things from it, in the way of beautiful games and a lot more console wars, I guess. One thing I was very surprised about was when I checked my Twitter feed after the stream, it seemed that a lot of people were all like PC superiority. I mean, I understand where it comes from, but I wasn't expecting them to be so critical about the PS4. I respect him a little bit. I think he's a brilliant person, but even he was sort of having on his high horse about PC over PlayStation and other consoles, although he's doing the Ni no Kuni series, which confused me. But anyway, I hope this vlog didn't seem too much of of an attack on the PlayStation item. I know I'm incredibly looking incredibly awkward and getting tongue-tied a lot. This is the first time I've done something like this, so it's very nerve-wracking. But carry on. I would like to say thank you for watching. I'll probably do another one of these vlogs next month, after PAX East, where I have reason to believe Sega may announce the release date for PSO2, which I'm looking forward to. Thanks for watching. Hope you carry on watching all my videos and showing your support. Bye!